Would a prophet abuse a child?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Do you believe that having sexual relations with an underage girl, that's child abuse?
100%. Okay, but for you to say that Aisha was 9, Aisha at that time, she was so educated.
I'm not talking about Aisha. I'm not talking about Aisha.
Then who are y'all talking about?
I'm talking about what Muhammad taught in the Quran.
What are you teaching in the Quran?
This is what he taught. Look, this is 65:4, the chapter of divorce. Okay? And those of your women as have passed the age of monthly courses, for them, their iddah, prescribed period, is, if you have doubts, is 3 months. And for those who have no courses, i.e., they are still immature, their iddah is 3 months likewise. All right. And for those who are pregnant, their iddah is until they deliver the birth, means they have the baby. And whoever fears Allah, keeps his duty to him, he makes it easy. All right. Now, this is what I'm showing you. This verse is telling them what to do with the women that they divorce, right? With the females, okay? There's 3 categories. The first category are the females who are too old to menstruate. They've passed the age. It's what they call it, menopause, right? They have passed the age of monthly courses, all right? That's the first category of women. So when you divorce them, they have a waiting period before they can divorce the next man, right? It's 3 months. Okay, good. You understand. Nice. Now, here's the second category of females they're divorcing. The second category are those who have not menstruated. They have no courses. Why? Because they're too young. They haven't reached puberty yet, so they can't menstruate. So they have an iddah when they get divorced, 3 months, just like the older women. Here's the point: they're marrying and divorcing immature girls who haven't even had their periods yet.
Okay. Back in the day, for example, not even 1920s, 1930s. What was the age of marriage back then?
Maturity.
No, it was not. People would marry children, literal children, and have huge families with them. Child after another child, child after child, child after child.
Is that okay?
That is not okay. No, not at all.
So they were wrong. They were wrong. So right here, is it wrong when it allows men to marry and divorce little girls who haven't even had puberty yet?
But you do have to understand that some women,
where does that say little girls? Do you believe that all women menstruate? Is that a standard? Do all women menstruate?
See how it says they're immature?
Do all women
Not
menstruate?
just that.
Answer the question. Do all women menstruate? No. And so for those women whose situations are unique, there is a prescription for them as well.
Okay, nice. So talking about women who have a medical issue to where they don't menstruate, that's what you're talking about, right?
Correct, because not all women are the same.
Got you.
Okay, you're judging morality. You're judging morality.
I got you.
Current standards.
Wait.
The standards back then were different, and not to say they're better or worse.
No, Momo.
Stop,
Momo. Stop.
Let her speak. She's trying to say something to you.
Slow down, everybody. Slow down, everybody. Momo, let me ask you this. Is it ever okay for a man to have relations with an underage girl? Is it ever okay?
No.
Okay. So notice how you and I agree, and we're not appealing to standards of today. We're appealing to objective morality, not cultural relativism, where morality changes based on time or culture or wherever you live in. No, there are things that are objectively wrong, no matter where you're from, no matter what time you live in. Okay?
Objectively based on whose standards, though?
Based on God. When we say objective standard, that means that it surpasses humanity, that it's based on God. Okay? That's what objective morality is. Morality that is based on God's character. When you say, subjective morality, subjective means that it's based on whoever's opinion. And that's not what morality is, right? We would agree that morality is not subjective. Morality is objective. That no matter what I say or you say, having relations with a little girl is wrong, period, right?
It is, but even in legal terms, the age of consent has a specific age limit to it.
Beautiful.
You cannot just blanket. No, but you cannot just blanket the term mature or immature as if there is a universal standard for what maturity is. Yes, we can definitely say people.
Let me ask you this.
Under a certain age, of course, are should be protected and have and we need to ensure that there is a standard. However, there's no way you can blanket that statement and say, well,
look, here's my question to you.
21.
You just said that depends on the age and time, correct?
Hold on. Let me engage with Momo for a second. Just hold on a second. Momo, can you and I agree that girls who haven't hit puberty are immature? Under normal conditions, we're not talking about health issues. Normal conditions. Okay, so we're not talking about rare occasions when someone has a health defect. Obviously, it's a defect. Normal conditions, girls who haven't hit puberty yet, they're immature. We agree?
Correct. However, we don't. Okay. The baseline for maturity is not a girl's period.
Besides that, at that time, no, let me speak. At that time, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, people like children at the age of 9 led wars. They were as mature as a 22-year-old in present day.
No, they didn't, and I don't care about that.
Yes, they did. There are multiple Sahaba that led war at the age of 7 years old.
All right, so I got to mute you now because you're just talking out of turn and you're getting out of hand. Momo, it sounds like you agree with me on what immaturity is, but at the last breath, you disagree. So is a girl who hasn't hit puberty, is she mature? Yes or no?
No, but we're not.
There is no but. It's either she's mature or she's not.
There is a but.
There is a but because we don't.
I'll ask again. Is a girl who has not reached puberty, is she mature? Yes or no?
Listen, if a child hits puberty at the age of 7, are they mature?
Yes or no? Yeah,
yes or no?
No, but nothing. There's no black and white.
You have to understand.
There are exceptions. And there's no blanket statement.
Now watch this. Now, beautiful.
Sir, you didn't answer my question. Sir, you didn't answer my question.
Wait, what's your question? You didn't answer
my question. If a child hits puberty at the age of 7 years old, are they mature?
So this is what you guys need to understand what puberty is. Puberty is the sign.
No, yes or no?
Look, I'm answering your question, Leia. Be quiet, please. Puberty is the sign that people are maturing. It's not the end all be all of maturity, but it's the sign of the female maturing. But when a girl hasn't even hit puberty yet at all,
maturing in what sense?
She's not mature at all.
Not just that, if a child hits. If the definition of puberty is when somebody becomes capable of. No.
So guys, do you agree?
Babies can get their menstrual cycle.
Hold on, mute up, please. Momo, do you agree that sleeping or having relations with immature girls, that is wrong?
I just want to correct your definition of maturity, because the definition of maturity means when a woman in this case, thank you, becomes capable of reproduction. Maturity, there's no correlation between maturity and somebody's intellect.
Momo.
Listen, you can hit puberty.
Momo, is it ever okay to have relations with an immature female?
Okay, sir, you have to change your perspective on mature. Mature does not mean you got.
Is it ever okay to have relations with a girl who hasn't reached the age where she can menstruate? Is that okay?
If she's mature, yes.
Okay.
At that time, that was perfectly fine because she was as mature as a 22-year-old female present day.
I got you.
Wow.
I got you. Beautiful. This is amazing. Momo, do you agree with her that it's okay to sleep with girls who haven't
not sleep? No. Not sleep.
I already answered this question. I don't know why we're going in circles. I already said no. However, there are exceptions.
Thank you. So that's a no.
All women
there are exceptions.
The same blanket statement.
Oh, that is crazy, bro.
That's nice. So there's an exception for pedophilia.
Don't mince my words. Don't mince my words, because I'm saying there are exceptions in the sense that not all women. You're basing your definition off of whether or not a girl has a period. And
no,
like
I was asking this.
Earlier, there's
no
blanket statement for women because there are women
It's a simple question. I got to mute you guys now because you guys are just so nervous defending pedophilia. It's okay. It's bad, but 1,300 people are seeing this. This is Islam, guys. Momo,
you're pushing us ready to spew your own hate.
It's a simple question, Momo.
Then it needs to
simple question, Momo. Is it ever okay to have relations with an immature girl? Yes or no?
Explain what immature is in your opinion.
Does it matter what I mean?
Yes, it does. Because if you're talking about a person that has not reached puberty, that's one thing.
Yeah, they do represent.
If you're talking about someone that's like,
look at them. The Muslims are saying you don't represent them now. Don't disclaim them, Muslims. Oh, this is what Islam is. It's filled with people who defend this stuff, who make excuses for it. This is Islam.
It's not that. There's certain rulings for certain time periods, for certain situations.
Very nice. So give me the time period and situation where it's okay to sleep with and have relations with an immature girl.
He had never slept with her.
Layan.
Are you serious, dude?
Are you okay?
What?
Layan, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Do you believe that Aisha was mature when she was 9 and he slept with her?
He never slept with her, according to my knowledge. First of all, second of all, I'll tell you.
Was Aisha mature? That's all I'm asking. At 9.
Yes, because mature, in my opinion, is how she represents herself, how she speaks for herself, how she acts.
Right.
That's maturity.
Okay, is playing with dolls mature at 9?
At that time, children at that age never played with, they did not do such things that children these days do. Nice. At that time, children were able to lead wars. They were able to fight in wars.
They didn't. So children didn't. Okay. Look at the screen. Sahih Muslim.
Child soldiers.
Look at this soldier. So Aisha, the soldier Aisha, reported that Allah's apostle married her when she was 7 years old. Look how mature she was. And was taken to his house as a bride when she was 9 years old, and her dolls were with her. Pay attention to this. She was a bride, taken as a bride to Muhammad's house at 9, and her dolls were with her. And when he died, she was 18 years old. So her dolls were with her when she married Muhammad. Right? I'm sorry.
You have to understand that this is not him. This is not him choosing to marry. This is Allah's will. Allah told him to marry her.
It was Allah's will for Muhammad to marry a girl still playing with dolls. Right?
That's Allah's will. That's not in control of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you have no place calling him a pedophile.
I got you. Now watch this. It gets even worse because she wasn't just a bride at 9 with her dolls. Look at what happened at 9. Aisha narrated Aisha. Reported that Allah's messenger married her when she was 6 years old, and he took her to his house when she was 9. But what happened? And he consummated that marriage when she was 9 years old. Consummated the marriage. She was still playing with dolls when he slept with her. Is she mature? Is this good? This is what God would command and permit?
If Allah commanded, then Prophet ﷺ has to apply.
That's tough.
We're not going to talk about how priests molest children while getting baptized.
Yeah, they're wrong. They're evil and they're hellbound.
And we're not going to talk about how some priests are actually homosexual.
Hey, and they're hellbound. Will you say the same about Muhammad now? Can you condemn Muhammad?
Absolutely not.
Okay, now do you see the difference? The difference between you and I is with someone who appears to be prominent in a religion, if they do something heinous and sick, we as Christians, we call it out and we condemn it. But you as Muslims, you defend it.
We're not defending it. We're realizing that it's the command of Allah and whatever Allah wills is great, first of all. Second of all, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who said that he wanted to, who said that it was in his control. If Allah Ta'ala told him to go wage war against a group of people, then he will. If Allah told him to do something, he will do it. That is his job as a prophet.
If he can say whatever Allah's wills is great,
yep.
So that means that his action, because it's commanded by Allah, is great according to her standard.
Yes.
It does even call there's a hadith, God logic, that says that she's a young girl who, because she's young, that forgets everything that, what she's doing, while being young, right? Yeah. You remember which hadith I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Chickens defending KFC, everybody.
Now, hold on now. Where's that other one about her playing in the house?
Yeah.
Her playing in the house with her friends. With the dolls.
The reason that, from my knowledge, the reason that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam or Allah told him to is because through her, because she constantly bled, through her, we learn about the different rulings for menopause.
Look, watch this. Narrated Aisha. This is Sahih Bukhari 6130. Narrated Aisha. I used to play with dolls in the presence of the Prophet. And my girlfriends also used to play with me. Look, a bunch of kids used to play with dolls, it appears, because they were kids. When Allah's apostle used to enter my dwelling place, they used to hide themselves. But the Prophet would call them to join and play with me. Sounds like children to me. Now watch this. The playing with the dolls and similar images is forbidden. But it was allowed for Aisha at that time, as she was a little girl, not yet reached the age of puberty. So Islamically, if you don't reach the age of puberty, you're still a little girl from Islamic standards.
You're sinless. Yeah, you're not. There's nothing that's hold up accountable against you.
Nice. So guess what? While she was still a little girl playing with dolls, Muhammad married and slept with her. You think that's okay?
Where does it say he slept with her?
I just showed it to you. Hold on.
I hate to make this joke, but I'm frustrated. We're literally doing what Aisha used to sing. The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Round and round.
Round and round.
All right. So narrated Aisha, the messenger of Allah, married me when I was 7 years old. The narrator Suleiman said, or 6 years. He had intercourse with me when I was 9 years old.
Oof.
Intercourse, guys. She left. Now, I kind of get tired of the subject. This is why I don't usually go here, but, eventually, you get here, start showing stuff, but this was not the topic. But she's gone. She left, guys. She dropped. I didn't kick her. Momo, is this okay?
I'm honestly going to leave too, because this is not even a discussion at this point. I feel like you already have an agenda, and I'm not going to sit here.
And my agenda is to expose.
I'm not going to sit here and entertain it. All I'm going to say is that
my motive is show you this.
You're basing.
Don't ignore this, Momo. Don't ignore this.
I'm not ignoring it. I'm just not going to engage with somebody who already has an agenda and is trying to. Who's trying to move. Who's trying to present Islam to be this religion when it isn't, and if
this isn't that,
case, then I don't think that
this is not Islam, Mama.
About
this isn't Islam.
Correct. So
what am I showing? This is not Islam.
I'm not going to entegtain your.
Yeah, go ahead and ignore it. Put your head under the sand and
be truthful to yourself, Mama. Wow.
Go ahead and ignore that this is your religion. Pretend that I'm painting Islam in this nasty light, in this nasty image that promotes, supports, and permits child abuse. Pretend, because it's going to help you sleep at night. Pretend that I'm the one who made this up, that Sunnah.com is actually a website that I made myself. Go ahead and pretend that this is all me and not Muhammad.
Bro, you made the Bukhari to record this.
Oh, man.
You made the Bukhari to record this, bro.
Oh, yes. This Sahih Bukhari is really, it's Sahih Logic. Sahih Logic 6130. This is me. I made this up, guys. This is our most authentic sources. But the other girl said, you know what? Allah said it, so be it. Allah made him do it, she said. Muhammad wasn't in control of this. She said Allah commanded him to do that. Imagine that, guys. Imagine it. I'm glad 1,400 people are watching this. Imagine you're in a religion where God commanded you to abuse a child and you can't stop it. You can't help yourself. Want to know why? I'll tell you why.
Oh my goodness.
Allah gave me best Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. But I love it, baby. I love it, baby. But I love it, baby. 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 Allah gave me best Allahu Akbar.
Oh my goodness. Is that you singing? Every, is that you singing, bro?
I like it.
Nah, that's actually a Muslim.
Oh my goodness!
It's actually a Muslim singer.
Wow.
I know music is haram, but he didn't believe that.
Nah.
Free Wasim. Free Wasim.
You want to see.
King Wasim, man. King.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My heart is heavy listening to those two. Yeah. I mean, like we've said earlier, these women defending this religion is like chicken defending KFC or Chick-fil-A. It doesn't make any sense. And for them to defend exactly, it doesn't make any sense at all. And it saddens me to no end.
Yeah.
What is it about this religion that makes them, this
Wow.